Hello, everybody, and welcome to the TechRadar Pub Quiz episode 6, 7, 5? I can't quite remember. I'm Matt Phillips. I'm joined by Adam. We talked about it too much before the stream, and it put too much pressure on me, and now I can't do it. Vajestica?
Adam Vajestica. That's it. Perfect.
Nailed it.
Senior staff writer for TechRadar. I'm very happy to be here again. This is my third quiz.
Third quiz.
Stop quizzing.
Second as a host.
Second as a host, yeah, co-host.
Fair enough. So how's your week been, Adam? You doing well?
Yeah, very good.
Been a bit of I noticed looking over the questions just now, a little bit of a slow news week maybe for tech, and maybe not so much for gaming. So if you're a gamer, you might stand a bit more of a chance today.
Yeah, you're going to do well. Definitely.
I think so. So the way it works, ladies and gents, is there are 4 rounds, 6 questions in each round, all of them multiple choice, so you may as well give it a go, except for the picture round, which isn't multiple choice, but it's dead easy. So let us know in the chat if you're playing along. Last week, of course, we had a bit of a rivalry between YouTube and Facebook came out on top. This week, Adam's monitoring the YouTube chat, I'm monitoring the Facebook chat, and we've got Kenneth in both chats, and he's going to be dropping questions in there for you. So if we drop out or anything happens, you can still keep up with the quiz. It's almost like we planned it, and it gets better every week, and it does.
Definitely. Smooth operation we've got running here now. Definitely.
So, Adam, you've had a look over the questions. If you hadn't seen the answers, how well do you think you would have done this week playing at home?
Ooh, difficult one. I think I would have done all right. Like you said, there's quite a lot of video game material here. The picture round, I think I'd do okay. Might trip a few people up some of these, but the tech movies TV round, that's difficult.
Yeah,
that's difficult.
So it's been pretty easy the past few weeks, I think. So it's good to get a difficult one in. I think. So I think we should just kick it off, mate. Hold on, I haven't even got the questions up. I'm so unorganized. There's too many things going on. Do you want to kick us off for question number 1, round number 1, tech news?
Yes. Tech news. Here we go. So, everyone ready for question 1? It seems that everything has a dark mode nowadays, but one iPhone app only got its dark mode setting this week. What app was it? Was it A, Facebook, B, Twitter, C, Outlook, or D, Gmail? So that question again. It seems that everything has a dark mode, and dark mode is superior. Let's not make any mistake. There's nothing worse than checking your phone and being blinded by the white screen.
It's true.
But one iPhone app only got its dark mode set this week. What app was that? Was A, Facebook, B, Twitter, C, Outlook, or D, Gmail?
So you're a fan of the dark mode. You use dark mode over normal mode?
Absolutely. Everything is dark mode, if I can help it.
I found myself recently going back to the light mode in everything. At one point, I think dark mode, and now I'm finding myself going back for no reason other than change. I think, just keep it fresh, you know.
Yeah, I can see that.
Question number 2: the new Google Pixel Buds were reviewed on TechRadar this week and given an underwhelming 3 stars. Wow, oops. But if you wanted to pick yourself up a pair, how much would they cost you? $149, B, $179, C, $199, or D, $249.
It's a lot of dollars.
It's a lot of dollars. I should have got the pounds one, really, shouldn't I? I'm sure there aren't too many Americans on.
We need the pounds, yeah.
So that question again for you: the new Google Pixel Buds were reviewed on TechRadar this week and given an underwhelming 3 stars. But if you wanted to pick yourself up a pair, how much would they cost you? A, $149, B, $179, C, $199, and D, $249.
I would pay, considering we gave them 3 stars, €129. That's how much I'd pay.
Brilliant. Fantastic buying advice from TechRadar. That's what you're coming for.
I'd check the exchange rate. That's how savvy I am, and then I'd make the purchase.
What are you using at the moment, headphone wise? Do you have a wireless pair that you use?
No, I don't. No, I don't. I'm a bit behind the times with that one. I'm all about the over-ear high-res audio. That's where I am now. In fact, I have the gen before version of your headset, the Logitech Pro.
Well, there we go.
Pro gaming headset. I've got the previous gen, and I really like that headset for gaming. Great microphone as well.
Yeah, I've never really used the microphone on this. Maybe it's worthwhile checking out. I'm sure it's not better than this bad boy, though, is it? So maybe not. No. Maybe not.
Question 3 is one for all you gamers, specifically PlayStation fans. So, Sony showed off its new Sony Studios intro this week, and it featured glimpses of many exclusive PS4 game franchises. But which one of these game franchises did not appear in the intro? Was it A, probably the greatest game of all time, Knack? B, Uncharted? C, Ratchet and Clank? Or D, Little Big Planet? So they've got a new intro for Sony Studios games, that's the exclusives, and it features many of the PS4 game franchises. But which of these game franchises does not appear in the intro? Is it A, Knack, once again, the greatest game of all time, B, Uncharted, C, Ratchet and Clank, or D, Little Big Planet? That's actually quite tricky.
Should we shout out a couple of the YouTube viewers that are in there? Who have we got?
Yes,
we've got Brett, we've got... Who else is in there? Chappers.
Some good guesses here, actually.
Yeah. Feel free to, I guess in the chat if you don't mind. If you're playing along seriously at home, though, don't look at the chat. I think that's the important thing.
Yeah. Andrew Bailey's cooking, so he's at a disadvantage.
Fair enough. So what did you think of that new intro we saw this week, then?
Very similar to... Xbox Studios' new intro.
Yeah.
And very similar to the Marvel universe. I'm not a big Marvel fan, I think we found that out.
Yeah. Yeah, the Marvel Cinematic, it definitely had similarities to the MCU intro for sure. Okay, question number 4. The new Comet Lake S processors from Intel just got announced. But how many CPU cores does the flagship Core i9 10900K have?
Nicely handled.
I paused then at the end because I looked back at it and thought, did I read that right? But I think I did. So the new Comet Lake S processors from Intel just got announced. How many CPU cores does the flagship Core i9 10900K have? A, 8, B, 12, C, 10, or D, 16? That's a toughie.
16.
That's a tough question. But they're all easy if you know the answers. Oh, people guessing away in YouTube again.
He said 8, but then he said he doesn't know, which is fair enough. There's nothing wrong with having a wild guess. That's what I usually do.
You got a 1 in 4 shot. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
That's it. So, question 5. Which 2013 game is currently free on the Epic Games Store for PC gamers to get? Now, this has been incredibly popular today, this game. So if you've seen TechRadar, you'll know what it is. So is it A, The Last of Us? That would be interesting. B, Bioshock Infinite. C, Assassin's Creed Black Flag, which is not the new one, which is Valhalla. Or D, GTA 5. So that question again, which 2013 game is currently free on the Epic Games Store? So popular, the store actually went down for a period of time.
Did it?
A, The Last of Us?
Wow.
Yes, it's been getting hammered. A, The Last of Us. B, Bioshock Infinite. C, Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Or D, Grand Theft Auto 5. You see, I know what that abbreviation means. It shows I'm a pro gamer.
It kind of blows my mind that the store went down, because looking at all of these games, like, if you wanted these games, surely you've played them by now, right?
Yeah. But maybe you've just bought or built a new PC and you only played them on console.
Maybe.
And now you're thinking, hey,
potentially.
to see what they really look like.
But who knew a game from 2013 becoming free would be such a big story today? Well, I mean, we did, because we wrote the story.
Crazy.
You wrote the story, and it went crazy on site. So, congratulations.
I wrote the story. I'm tapped in. Thank you.
Question number 6, last one for this round. Another gaming one. Like I said, a lot of game ones out today. A new Paper Mario game was announced today, but what is its full title? Paper Mario Origami City, B. Paper Mario the Origami King, C. Paper Mario the Mayor of Origami Town, or D. Paper Mario Paper Cut Nightmare. Have you ever played a Paper Mario game? I don't think I've ever played one.
I hope it's D. That's great.
Got to give a shout out to Paul. Paul's back again. Paul,
I have,
of course.
Maybe 2.
Oh,
the original, the N64.
Sorry, a bit of delay there. I was just giving a shout out to Paul in the Facebook chat. He's back again. Of course, he was the champion of last week. Paul, I hope you got your pen and paper ready.
Away. Go on, Paul. It's time to repeat history. Yeah, Paper Mario. I've only played the one on. I played 2, the N64 one, which was the original, and I think I played the one on Nintendo Wii, which was the the Wii, not Nintendo Wii. Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door. And that one was good, and then they've kind of gone downhill.
It's a shame. It's a shame.
I can say that now. I don't work there.
They really lend themselves to like quirky control schemes, though, right? So now one coming out on the Switch, which doesn't really have too much of a quirk to it. I mean, I suppose it's got motion controls in there, and it's got, you know, other HD rumble they like to talk about, don't they? Yeah, of course, the touchscreen, which I always forget the Switch has, but there we go. I think I only read that question once, so I'm going to read it one more time for the chat. New Paper Mario game was announced today, but what will its full title be? A. Paper Mario Origami City. B. Paper Mario the Origami King. C. Paper Mario the Mayor of Origami Town. Or D. Paper Mario Paper Cut Nightmare. All games I would definitely be willing to play.
Yeah, all appealing titles, great titles.
So next up, we're going to move on to my favorite round, I think. It's the picture round. Of course, TechRadar in desperate need of a rebrand, in desperate need of a logo redesign. So I've gone ahead and done it 6 times, but perhaps my designs are a little too close to designs you may know from bigger brands, and we would get in trouble with legal if we went around showing this off. So all you've got to do is guess which brand I've ripped off with the new TechRadar logo. So number 1. Now I've just realized, Adam, I've made a bit of a boo-boo. So in our doc, where we have all the questions and answers, it is a different order to the way I have put them into OBS to stream. So don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine.
Deliberate to trip us up.
It's fine. It's fine. So number 1 is on your screen right now. This week I've had to broaden the scope of kind of tech brands a little bit. We were running out really of logos that I could mock up. So I think there's an argument to be made that these are still all within the TechRadar sphere.
Yeah.
But this one certainly requires maybe a little bit of out the box thinking. So number 2.
Absolutely.
Number 2 is here. I'm just going to scroll down and see. Yeah, these are all in totally random orders. It's made our job way harder than it used to be, Adam. But this one, number 2, is a nice, easy one for you guys. Dead easy, I reckon. Moving on to number 3. A bit harder. How are you feeling about these so far, Adam? You're basically in the same position as the audience here.
I'm good so far.
You reckon?
Yeah, there's one that's coming up. Well, I say coming up. Different.
Who knows?
That would maybe trip me. But
who knows if it's coming up?
Maybe it's this one.
This one I think is tricky. I think if you know it, you know it. If you don't, you don't.
There's no multiple choice to save you either.
No, there's not. I think making this round multiple choice would make it too easy, though, to be honest with you.
Yeah, definitely. Needs to be some challenge.
Exactly. So, number 5. Yeah, this one's an easy one. I think a lot of people... Well, no, I won't say that, because that might give it away. Got to be careful, see, now, ever since Gareth totally gave the game away last quiz with one of the questions, got to be careful what you say.
Such a good question as well. Such a good question.
Final logo for this round. This one will definitely trip some people up, I think.
this was the tricky one.
Oh yeah, this is the one you thought you might not know.
Yeah, I knew it, but when I read the answer, I was like, I definitely know it.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good one this week. I think there's a good mixture of difficult and easy ones in there. Let me know in the chat if you guys are all ready to go. Danielle Phillips, I'm not going to lie, my sister in the chat, in the Facebook chat, giving the thumbs up. She's ready to go. We actually missed our family quiz night this week, so she's probably dying for a quiz, you know? Exactly, yeah.
Yeah. One of such high quality as well.
Exactly, for sure.
Quiz, right?
Well, I put more effort into this quiz than the family quiz, that's for sure.
You'd hope so.
Paul's in. He's all smiles, all thumbs up. He's all over it. He's not messing around this week. So we'll go then.
Guesses.
We'll go then for picture round number 1. Anybody in the YouTube chat? What are they saying? Easy? Oh, they're just throwing the answers in the chat now.
Throwing them, yeah. Could be wrong.
It's good to see. It's good to see.
Those, you never know.
You never know. So number 1, this was of course MasterCard. That's what I meant by saying think outside the box on that one a bit. It's questionable as to whether or not that's a tech brand.
Did we go for the answers for the first round? I don't know if we did.
Did we not?
No, I don't think we did. I think we just
awesome.
Smoothly moved on.
Then I tell you what we'll do. We'll finish the answers for round 2, and we'll go back and do the answers for round 1.
Awesome.
See, this is the first week that Gareth's not hosting, and it's all... I mean, he's going to have a go at me tomorrow. I can tell.
I'm blameless, thankfully.
Yeah, 100%. It's not your fault. No, it's 100% on me. 100% on me. So, round number 2. Yeah. This was everyone? Dead easy one, I reckon. We were, of course, looking for Netflix. If you didn't get that one, I can't help you. There's no helping you.
Yeah. That's easy.
Round number 3, or picture round number 3, question number 3, was, I think, a tricky one, might trip some people up. This was OnePlus we were looking for, the Chinese phone manufacturer OnePlus.
Make some very nice phones.
They do indeed. Now, be honest with me, Adam, did you know this one? Did you know number 4? Which in our sheet, you did. Was in our sheet, it's number 3.
Oh, God. Yes, I knew this one.
Yeah. So it's, of course, Razer.
I'll tell you which one was going to trip.
Tricky one. Comes up. I think that will trip some people up, because if you're not a gamer, there's no way you're getting that.
True.
This one, though, I think everybody should have got. Everybody's surely been using it loads over the past few weeks. This was, of course, Skype. Skype logo.
Yes.
And the final one for this round, maybe, Adam, you said you struggled on this one. I think it's because you're not down with the kids.
This is the one.
You're not on that TikTok train.
I'm not on it. I'm not dancing on it. I'm not... What else did we do on it? Lip syncing over music on it.
Yeah, it's a lot of dancing, a lot of lip syncing. Yeah, a lot of kids just being kids, you know? Like, I know, I'm relatively addicted to it at this point. I'm not going to lie to you. And I think, like a lot of people, I downloaded it as sort of an ironic joke at first, and now I'm hooked. I haven't made a dance myself yet, but
there's time.
Well, with isolation carrying on as it is, it's a matter of time. I'll be honest with you.
Just get your choreography down and then go for it.
Exactly. I will probably break a hip in the process, though, because I'm far too old to be on that app. But there we go. So here's what we'll do now, guys. We will run through the answers to round number 1, which we totally forgot to do. But thank you for calling me up on it, because I would have just carried on having given nobody the answers.
It's all right. I think the first question was mine. So
I think so.
Shall I go for this one?
Go for it, mate.
So question 1, all that time ago now, was: it seems that everything has a dark mode nowadays, but one iPhone app only got its dark mode setting this week. What app was it? And the answer was D, Gmail.
Which kind of blows my mind, because I feel like I've been using Gmail in dark mode, but maybe that's just on desktop and my brain got confused. But hey, no, there it is. Shout out to Dean, who's joined in on the Facebook page. How you doing, Dean? Seems to have done pretty well in the pitch round. 5 out of 6, actually, in the pitch round. Matching Paul. Huge congrats. Question number 2 for the first round that we're back on now. The new Google Pixel Buds were reviewed this week on TechRadar and given an underwhelming 3 stars. But if you wanted to pick yourself up a pair, how much would they cost you? We were looking for B, $179.
There it is.
And like you said, probably a bit too much.
A touch, yeah.
Might go on sale relatively quickly. Although it seems like quite a lot of people seem to like them. You know.
If you've got a Pixel phone, it makes sense.
It makes sense.
So question 3 was Sony showed off its new Sony Studios intro this week, and it featured glimpses of many exclusive PS4 game franchises. But which of these game franchises did not appear in the intro? You're not going to believe this, but it was A, Knack.
How could they have missed it out?
There must be an error there.
There must be. There must be. Do we really expect there to be a new Knack game on PS5?
I'm going to say yes, because Mark Cerny.
I mean, they're crazy. If anybody's going to do it, it's going to be Sony. They're going to release it alongside the PS Vita 2.
Yeah. With an
and everybody will...
touchpad.
Exactly. Everybody will cry and say why. So question number 4 was the new Comet Lake S processors from Intel had just got announced this week, but how many CPU cores does the flagship Core i9 10900K have?
Beautiful.
Glad I don't have to say that again. The answer we were looking for was C10. C10.
That's a lot of cores.
It's a lot of cores. It's a lot of cores. Do you need all them cores? Probably not.
Probably not. I never leave the house without 8 cores. To be honest. Question 5. Which 2013 game, God, that makes me feel old, is currently free on the Epic Games Store for PCs to go and grab for absolutely free? It was D, GTA 5. Would you believe it?
What a deal.
Everyone's going crazy for it.
A game that doesn't really go on sale all that often either.
No.
Still sells
bucket loads. Insane
amounts.
Yes.
And it's a great game. If you haven't played it, you may as well for free.
Yep.
Get on
it forever.
So, a new Paper Mario game was announced today. But what will its full title be? The answer we were looking for was B, Paper Mario, the Origami King.
Lovely. And it looks lovely. It's all about origami, basically.
It does look cute.
And he's folded everyone up. He's folded Princess Peach up.
Kind of a rip-off of another PS4 or PS Vita, I think, exclusive that never got its day in the sun, which was Tearaway.
Tearaway. I remember playing that a long time ago on the Vita. Yeah.
I don't think I ever actually picked it up in the end, but I remember seeing good stuff about it.
That's maybe why it didn't do as well, because we both played it and never picked it up.
Well, yeah, true.
We're part of the problem.
We are part of the problem, and we'll see if shoving Mario on a thing that's already been made really does make it better and more popular. My thinking is it will. You know,
absolutely. So now, everyone, write down how many marks you got.
Yeah, let us know what you got, guys.
Share your scores so far.
Dean and Paul are neck and neck in the Facebook chat. It's exciting to see.
Head to head.
Right. Should we move on? Round 3. Now, of course, we'll probably have to take a break mid-round. Let's try and keep an eye on the clock, Adam, to clap for our carers at 8 o'clock. But if you're in the UK, join us. If you're anywhere, join us. Just have a clap for all the workers that are hard at work whilst we're still hard at work, but at home.
Yeah. Keeping the country safe. That's what it is.
Exactly. So, round number 3 is, of course, our tech, movies, TV, and games round. Now, this week, like Adam said at the start of the quiz, if you were here, this is a toughie this week. It's a tough all round. And I think potentially it's because we are running out of tech movies and TV.
Surely not.
Surely not. But That's what it kind of feels like. I mean, last week we had a question about Spy Kids 3D. This week, we got all sorts of stuff in here. But we're kicking off with question number 1. Again, is it a tech TV show? I mean, I suppose it's a tech question about a non-tech TV show. Which of the following fictional inventions didn't feature in The Simpsons? So we're looking for the one that did not feature in The Simpsons. Hamburger earmuffs. B, the what if machine. C, AT5000 auto dialer. I was about to say dilator, but that's not. C, AT5000 auto dialer. Or D, the Frankenhedron? Freakahedron? Are we going with Freakahedron? We're going with Freakahedron. So we're looking for the invention that did not feature in The Simpsons. A, hamburger earmuffs. B, the what if machine. C, the AT5000 auto dialer. And D, the... I've forgotten what we said already.
Freakahedron.
Freakahedron.
Freakahedron, yeah.
Freakahedron. That's what we're going with.
Simpson fans, please correct us if we are wrong on that one. But no.
I keep meaning to go back and watch The Simpsons because I've got Disney Plus. You know, I feel like I should get involved, but there's something about 4x3. Not that they should stretch it, obviously, but I don't know. Don't know if I can bring myself to do it.
It's old school. It is.
Animation looks old as well. You know, you get away with it in a TV show a little bit more, I think, but it's difficult to get back there.
The early Simpsons as well are like crudely drawn, let's be honest.
Yeah.
They're just not good to look at.
For sure.
At all. Question 2. For all you Community fans out there. In the 5th season, so you have to be quite the fan of Community, the characters begin using an app to rate each other. What system of measurement does the app use? Is it A, big smileys, B, stars, C, super thumbs ups, that was plural, or D, meow meow beans? Question again. In the 5th season of Community, the characters begin using an app to rate each other. What system of measurements does the app use? Is it A, big smileys, B, stars, C, super thumbs ups, or D, meow meow beans? I have no clue. I'm not gonna lie.
So this is on us a little bit. It's probably on me. It's on me. We gave our colleague Kenneth the questions to this. Now, the first question of this round was highlighted, which was the correct answer. And Kenneth has copied and pasted that into the chat. So, yes, it wouldn't be a TechRadar pub quiz if we didn't give you a freebie, if we didn't give you a free question, you know? So,
get started.
There it is.
You on the board.
And it's just a added benefit for those of you who watch live, you know, that you get a little give me. If you're watching after the fact, you won't be able to see that. I don't think.
Yep.
I think in YouTube you actually can, but maybe not Facebook. But there we go. We are getting more and more professional each week. It's just, you know, sometimes we trip up a little bit. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Question number 3. This is a great question. And when we get to the answers, the reason I know the answer to this question is a bit mental. And when we get to the answers, I will tell you.
I wrote the question because it's the best film.
Oh, really? You wrote the question? Okay. So in 1988, family sci-fi film Short Circuit 2. Sorry, in the 1988. Oh my God, I can't speak. In the 1988 family sci-fi film Short Circuit 2, what was the name of the robot who thinks he's alive? Was it A, Cyber Chris, B, Andy the Android, C, Robo-Man Man, or D, Johnny 5? Will attempt to read that question one more time for you, because I'm aware the first time I read it wasn't ideal. In the 1988 family sci-fi film Short Circuit 2, what was the name of the robot who thinks he's alive? Was it A, Cyber Chris, B, Andy the Android, C, Robo-Man Man, or D, Johnny 5?
Came out just how I wanted it as well.
I don't think that I've ever actually seen the film, but I definitely knew the answer.
You not?
No.
How did you know the answer? You haven't seen the film.
Well, I will tell you when we get to the answers because it might give it away.
That's true. Let's not give them another free. That would just be negligent on our part. Right. Question 4.
Paul, I've got to give a shout out to Paul and Dean, who both love this film. Yes. So there we go. They should know the answer.
My kind of people. Great film. The first one's very good as well because obviously the 2 implies it is a sequel, and it's a good one. So question 4, before we make any more mistakes. I don't know this one either. What's the name of the mobile phone Nathan Barley uses in the titular sitcom? It's a hard word to say. Is it A, the Grasshopper M3, B, the Voice Flinger 2000, C, the Wasp T12 speech tool, or D, the Mantis S5 chatterbox? They all sound viable to me, I'm not going to lie.
So I had never heard of this show either. But when I was reading through the question, I don't know who put this question in the doc either. But when I was reading through, I looked up the sitcom, and it's a Channel 4 sitcom from, I'm assuming, quite a while ago, and it has a very young Benedict Cumberbatch in it.
Wow,
I know.
That is interesting.
I know.
That is interesting.
There we go.
So what is the name of the mobile phone Nathan Barley uses in the sitcom of the same name, Nathan Barley? Is it A, the Grasshopper M3, B, the Voice Flinger 2000, C, the Wasp T12 speech tool, or D, the Mantis S5 chatterbox?
And they're great wrong answers in there as well.
Yeah.
Because I think that's quite difficult to not make the right answer really stand out, but whoever wrote that one, hats off.
Very good.
Question number 5. In the Metal Gear Solid 5 games, the name of the main character's phone is an obvious mashup of other tech names. But what is the phone called? Is it A, the Applesoft, B, the Androphone, C, the Nocorola, or D, the iDroid?
All good again.
Yeah. Fair. I didn't write that one either. Did you not write that one?
No. I was quite proud of Robo-Man Man, which is definitely the answer
Robo-Man
to one of the questions.
So that was question number 5 again for you. In the Metal Gear Solid 5 games, the name of the main character's phone is an obvious mashup of other tech names, but what is the phone called? Is it A, the Applesoft, B, the Androphone, C, the Nocorola, or D, the iDroid?
Gamers should get that one because it's quite a prominent little tool in the game.
It is indeed. It's a good game as well. Again, at a game that I started and never finished because it's one of those open world games that
Me too.
you can get lost in.
It was exactly the same. Didn't finish it. Finished Metal Gear 1, 2, never 3, and never 4. And not 5 either, but did complete Ground Zeroes, which was like the demo of that game kind of thing.
Shout out to James Abbott, who's also in the Facebook chat, who's saying more input, and Paul is saying input. What is that?
Oh, you see, if you'd seen the film.
Oh, okay. I was like, my heart skipped a beat then, like something was wrong with the production of the stream, and I was, okay, fine.
We've just got some great people watching. Clearly.
Well, I've got some homework clearly then to.
You will enjoy it.
I'm sure.
So 80s, it's great.
So question number 6 is this. Yeah, this is yours, isn't it? Sorry, I lost track there.
Yeah. Final question of this round, obviously. What's the name of the device that records your entire life in first person in the Black Mirror episode, The Entire History of You? Is it A, grain, B, capture, C, time frame, or D, life viewer? What's the name of the device that records your entire life in first person in the Black Mirror episode, The Entire History of You? Is it A, grain, B, capture, C, time frame, D, life viewer?
Adam, we messed up a bit, mate. We missed the clap.
We missed the clap.
We'll put claps in the chat now, guys. We'll clap for our heroes right now.
Easily done.
Where are you? Not too specific, obviously, but where were you living at the moment, Adam? Did you not hear the claps outside your window?
No, because my street isn't densely packed. It's quite,
Fair enough. I
don't think, I think they do it most nights, so it can be quite confusing if I do hear it or not.
Right, I'm with you.
But no, I can't hear anything. I didn't hear anything. But we're clapping. The time is irrelevant. The support is.
That's true. That's true. And it is amazing that the country is still very much behind the clapping. It's great. It's great
Absolutely.
to see. But yes, unfortunately, I live in the middle of nowhere, so I wasn't. Usually, we got Gareth on here, and there's cars blaring, there are horns in London, and all sorts.
I've heard it's much louder in London. I'm up north as well, so it's not densely packed.
There we go. So that's it for that round then. Do we need to repeat any questions for anybody? How are we feeling about that round? Perhaps it wasn't as difficult as we made out, Adam. I haven't heard any complaints.
4 and 6 are difficult for me. Actually, 2, 4, and 6 for me. Maybe even 1. I'm going to stand by it. I think it's a difficult round.
Yeah, you reckon? Let me have a look through. How many would I have got? I would have got community. I would have got question 3, even though I've never seen the film, which I'm being told off for in all the chats. Yeah, I would have got 3, maybe. I've seen all Black Mirror, but I don't think I would have got that question.
Never seen a Black Mirror.
Well, then that's your homework. Black Mirror is amazing.
We're learning a lot about each other.
We are indeed.
A lot of shocking.
And I'm liking you less and less every minute we're on you.
You need more input. Not my words, word of chat.
It's over my head. I know what it means. All right, then, let's go through some answers for that one. Paul and Dean, still in the Facebook chat, still neck and neck. Loving the competition.
Yes.
So, sorry, I was waiting for you to read the answer and vamping for you. Realized question number 1's mine. I should be reading it. So, which of the following fictional inventions did not feature in The Simpsons? Of course, everybody knows the answer to this one. It was, of course, B, guys, the What If machine. And did you know that the What If machine appeared in Futurama? A little bit of trivia for you there. I'm sure nobody in the chat knew that.
I'm surprised by that. Question 2. The answer to, in the 5th season of Community, the characters begin using an app to rate each other. What system of measurements does the app use? It was, surprisingly, D. Meow Meow Beans.
Have you never seen Community?
I've seen most of season 1.
Okay. So, especially in the later seasons, it gets so crazy that if you just knew of Community and you just went for the most mental answer on there, you would have done well in that question.
Fair enough.
Question number 3. A lot of chatter about this one in the chat. I'm assuming everybody got the right answer to this. In the 1988 family sci-fi film Short Circuit 2, what was the name of the robot who thinks he's alive? We were looking for D, Johnny 5.
He's alive.
He's alive. The reason I knew that is because, and maybe I've got my wires crossed here, but I don't think so. In the Arnold Schwarzenegger film, Jingle All the Way, the postman is upset because as a child, he never got a Johnny 5 action figure. And so reading through those options, I was like, I recognize Johnny 5, therefore I know the answer is Johnny 5. And the reason I know it is because of Arnold Schwarzenegger's Christmas movie that stars Anakin Skywalker as well. So there we go.
That's a great film as well, to be fair.
That is a fantastic film. That is my family's Christmas tradition, is to watch Jingle All the Way.
Brilliant. Ours is to watch Uncle Buck, which isn't really a Christmas film, but it feels like it.
Fair enough.
That's what it's all about. It's the feeling you get from it. Great film, Short Circuit 2. Watch it immediately. Question 4. What's the name of the mobile phone Nathan Barley uses in the sitcom of the same name? It was C, the Wasp T12 speech tool. Just rolls off the tongue, that one.
It does indeed. It does indeed. Question number 5. In the Metal Gear Solid 5 games, In the Metal Gear Solid 5 game, the name of the main character's phone is an obvious mashup of other tech names, but what is the phone called? We were looking for D, the iDroid. They didn't even try very hard there, did they, to disguise it?
No. Usually they just go with straight up product placement. I'm surprised it wasn't just an actual Apple
That's a good point.
or Android phone.
That's a good point.
But yes, iDroid. So question 6, a show I've never seen. What's the name of the device that records your entire life in first person in the Black Mirror episode, The Entire History of You? It was A, Grain. I would have never got that.
Of course. Yeah, I've seen it. I don't think I would have got it. Mainly because out of all the options we gave, Grain is actually like the worst name.
Yeah.
Right between that, Capture, Time Frame, Live Viewer. Like, they all make sense. But there we go. There we go. It's a tricky one. It's a tricky one. If you do your homework and watch Black Mirror, and I do my homework and watch... I've forgotten the name of it.
Oh, come
Short
on.
Circuit 2. Would I have to watch Short Circuit 1 as well? Obviously.
I think you should, just to get a feel for Johnny Five, because he's a character with many layers, not just, I know he's got wires and circuit boards under there, but the guy's got a heart, and you should give him a chance.
Okay, I'll do it. But I have a feeling if I do my homework and you do yours, I will be in a much better mood afterwards than you.
Yeah.
Because Black Mirror is a bit of a slog.
How
Not
many
in a bad
episodes?
way, but Black Mirror, there's not that many, but they're like an hour to 40 minutes long each, and, there's probably 20 all in all, maybe less.
It's a lot of homework.
It is a lot of homework. But, you've got it now, so you've got to do it. That was, of course, round 3, TV games, and Paul and Dean level pegging. This is amazing. This is the showdown of the century. Unbelievable. How are the YouTube chat doing?
Doing okay. They're doing okay. Little adventure time with Chris Pangs. Done some claps.
Giving his claps. Love that.
Ken have said Die Hard is the best film to watch on Christmas Eve. That's a good Christmas film.
There's definitely an argument to be made there, for sure.
Yeah.
But that is a legit Christmas movie. Like, people would argue that it's not, but it is set around Christmas, and therefore it is. Round number 4 is, of course, Retro Tech. Again, looking through this is a difficult one this week.
Yes.
It's a difficult one this week.
Tricky ones.
Tricky ones indeed.
Might get people.
Paul is saying as well in the chat that he did think the TV round was difficult this week. So there we go. Dean and Paul, just... there's a bit of competition going on there, but it's definitely friendly competition. They're thumbs up in each other's stuff. It's great. They're having a blast. You love to see it.
Until it gets to the final round and the level peg way, then it'll just be
at this rate, we might have to come up with a tie-break question on the spot to decide between Dean and Paul.
Do we still not have a tiebreaker? This trip does up last time.
It did.
One thing we would have had sorted by now.
Very true. It's very true. We still haven't learned our lesson. Okay, then. So round number 4, Retro Tech. Here we go. Question number 1. Which of the following peripherals was not released for the Nintendo Game Boy? So we're looking for the one that it was not released for the Nintendo Game Boy. We'll A, the Game Boy printer. B, the Game Boy Pocket sonar. C, the Game Boy camera. Or D, the Game Boy Pocket voice recorder. All way ahead of their time. I can't believe that 3 of those are true. So we're looking for the peripheral that was not released for the Nintendo Game Boy. Was A, the Game Boy printer, B, the Game Boy Pocket sonar, C, the Game Boy camera, or D, the Game Boy Pocket voice recorder?
I own 2 of those.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I didn't own any.
Oh,
but I had my Game Boy Pocket, but I didn't get any of those. You know what I did have? And I'm not even thinking back now, it definitely wasn't a Nintendo product. I think it was just like a book light that my mum bought me so that I could angle it onto the screen. Yeah. Maybe there was a game, but maybe there was an official one as well. I don't know.
There was definitely, it had like a magnifying glass on it as well.
Oh, I didn't have that. No.
You could even put on like awful speakers, so this device just became massive. Ahead of its time, definitely.
For sure.
Question 2. Ooh. What was the first web browser? This is intriguing. Was it A, World Wide Web, B, Next as in N-E-X-T, but with a small e, so Next, C, Mosaic, or D, Netscape? So what was the first web browser? World Wide Web, Next, Mosaic, or Netscape?
I have just made you sound way better right at the end of the quiz.
Ah.
It's my fault. It's not yours. But like I say, this quiz gets better every week.
We've established it's never my fault, and I'm happy to go with that.
That is true. That is definitely true. Question number 3. The Sega Dreamcast memory cards were called VMUs and featured an LCD display that could display extra information and even play mini games. I had no idea this was a thing. This is amazing. But what does VMU stand for? Was it A, Visual Memory Unit, B, Vital Memory Unit, C, Visual Memory Utility, or D, Virtual Memory Unit?
Love the VMUs.
Yeah? I never had a Dreamcast. I remember a family friend having a Dreamcast and borrowing it a couple of times, but yeah, never
Still
had a Dreamcast.
Well, I wouldn't say I have a favorite because I love them all, but Dreamcast I absolutely adored. And I remember I couldn't find a VMU anywhere for months. I had a copy of Shenmue, and every time I play it, I'd have to get to a certain point and then turn it off and then start again. And I must have started that game 20 times until I got a VMU. The VMU.
So it didn't come with one.
No.
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 That would make far too much sense.
Yes, you have to go out and find one. There's no inbuilt memory then.
Wow. Okay, well, I'll read that question quickly one more time for you guys. The Sega Dreamcast memory cards were called the VMUs and featured an LCD display that could do all this amazing stuff. But what does VMU stand for? A, Visual Memory Unit, B, Vital Memory Unit, C, Visual Memory Utility, or D, Virtual Memory Unit? It's a bit of a tongue twister, that one. All the V's and the M's and the U's.
Good question, though. Written by a good...
Paul's calling you out in the chat. He says the Game Gear was better.
The Game Gear? Well, to be fair, it's a bit of an unfair comparison because the Game Gear was a portable, but it was great. That's the one Sega console. No, I lied. That's the 2 Sega consoles I didn't own was the Saturn and a Game Gear. But a friend had one, and I used to look over jealously. So if that makes you feel better, then there you go. So, question 4, video game related again. On this day, 19 years ago, oh man, a classic arcade game came to PS2, the PlayStation 2, for the very first time. What was it? Was it A, Time Crisis? God, that game's great. B, Crazy Taxi, also amazing. C, Frogger, classic. Or D, Killer Queen. Ooh. On this day, 19 years ago, a classic arcade game came to the PS2 for the first time. What was it? A, Time Crisis, B, Crazy Taxi, C, Frogger, or D, Killer Queen?
What have you got against Frogger?
He can never cross the road.
Literally the point of the game.
Shouldn't have to do it all for him.
You have to drive the taxi for the crazy taxi driver.
Yeah, but that you do a disservice there. You're not just... Well, I suppose you do a disservice for the frog so he doesn't die, but I don't know. You're giving something back to the economy in Crazy Taxi, aren't you?
I think you're taking away a lot more than you're giving back in that game, let's face it.
Yeah, depending on how you drive.
The game is, like, I feel purposefully difficult to drive in, though. That's, like, part of the game. Question... Sorry.
Because my dad... Yeah, he played Crazy Taxi at the arcade in Spain, and he was like, this is great. And then I found a magazine, and I was like, Dad, look, this game's coming to this console. And my dad was like, ooh. And then he surprised us with that console and Crazy Taxi. And he played it all the time.
Wow. Good soundtrack as well. First.
Amazing. The Offspring.
Insane.
Bad Religion.
Insane. So, question number 5. Before becoming the web's... Sorry, I just can't even read right now. Before becoming the web's video giant, what was YouTube supposed to be? Now, I didn't write this question. and I didn't know the answer to this question.
No.
It's kind of mental that this was the thing, but there we go. Before becoming the web's video giant, what was YouTube supposed to be? A Napster knockoff for videos. B, an aggregator like Dig, but for videos. C, a virtual independent movie theater. Or D, a video dating service. So that question again, before becoming the web's video giant, what was YouTube supposed to be? A Napster knockoff for videos. B, an aggregator like Dig, but for video. C, a virtual independent movie theater. Or D, a video dating service. I would have no idea. I definitely, I think, would have gotten it wrong if I was playing along at home.
I think I would have as well. Because one of them sounds quite, I don't want to say advanced, because obviously YouTube for its time was, but yeah, it was surprising.
A virtual independent movie theater is quite apt for the time, so I'm surprised that nobody else has come along and said we're going to do that.
So the final question, this could separate the head-to-head on Facebook. So get ready. Question 6. What was the first game controller with vibration feedback? The first game controller with vibration feedback. Was it A, Sony DualShock controller? B, the Nintendo 64 controller? C, the Sega Dreamcast controller? Or D, the Sony DualSense controller? Which, yeah.
Can't say nothing.
No, I didn't say anything.
Giving it away.
No, just listening, just checking the atmosphere. I'll repeat it again, with this time with less less bites.
Hey, one in 4 chance, 1 in 3 chance. What are you gonna do? Yeah,
I was shocked by the question.
What
was the game controller with vibration feedback? A, Sony DualShock controller. B, Nintendo 64 controller. C, Sega Dreamcast controller. Or D, the Sony DualSense controller.
Much better. Nobody's going to know that's definitely not the answer.
There it is.
Sometimes you got to put a little funny one in there, like what do we had? Paper Mario Paper Cut Nightmare. I enjoy it.
Yeah.
Keep it light. All right, fantastic. And that brings us to the end of our quiz. Obviously, we'll do the answers for the final round. But let's know, Paul, Dean, how are we getting on? You're still neck and neck, obviously, but how do we feel about that round? Was it difficult? Was it too easy? Be interested to see. Very gaming heavy this week, I think. Perhaps too much so. Next week, I will endeavor to dial back the video games a little bit.
Fair enough. That makes sense. How many did I contribute? 2? No, 2. Yeah. A great film and a great retro tech question. In my opinion.
in my opinion.
Yes. So
fairly confident. Dean's fairly confident. Still tough. Well, we'll see how they get on. We'll see how they do. How's the YouTube chat getting on? They all given up?
I think people are either being very quiet.
They're concentrating hard. They're
waiting to share with us how fantastic they've done or how not so fantastic they've done. But I have asked if anyone wants to share their.
Well, there we go.
How it's going, but no takers so far.
Okay, well, let's do the answers then for round 4 of Retro Tech. Which of the following let's try that again. Which of the following peripherals was not released for the Nintendo Game Boy? The answer we were looking for was D, the Game Boy Pocket voice recorder. Out of all of those, printer, pocket sonar, camera, I would have thought the pocket recorder would have been the easiest one to do.
Yeah, the sonar? Who needs a pocket sonar?
What was that? Was it literally a sonar thing?
I guess. I don't even know if it came. Maybe it did, but I never remember. I had the printer and the camera.
What did the printer do?
So you took pictures with the Game Boy camera, and then you attached it to the Game Boy printer, and you could print out your pictures.
Was there enough? Did they come as like a package deal then?
I want to say no. No, I want to say no.
Was there enough adoption of the camera to warrant the printer? I don't believe it.
It was. I think I've still got mine somewhere. But the cool thing was the actual camera roll was basically just like a receipt roll of, like roll of receipts. Like
Oh,
it wasn't just like little Polaroid, so it just used to come out like that. So it lasted quite a long time. So it was good value for that once you'd bought everything.
incredible. Well, maybe if you can dig out your Game Boy Pocket camera, we can hook it up, and next week your camera can be that. We can use that as your webcam, and we can see what the quality was like.
Awful, but great. So question 2. What was the first web browser? And the answer is A, World Wide Web.
There we go. One of those ones that you think, that's probably too easy. But there we go. There it was. Question number 3. The Sega Dreamcast memory cards were called VMUs, but what did VMU stand for? We were looking for Visual Memory Unit.
Yes.
So cool they could play mini games on the memory cards.
Yes. So if you had a file save for a particular game, it could come with a little mini game that you could play. So you could take the memory unit out of the controller and play it on the little VMU. And also, it would work as like a kind of extra heads-up display. So say if you were playing Resident Evil Code Veronica, and you usually have the health bar. It's like a little blip going across. That would show on there, and it would change. So you could always check your health. Very, very cool.
That's actually super cool.
Yeah, Dreamcast was great. First console to go online as well.
Ahead of its time. Perhaps too much so.
It was.
Yeah, there we go.
On this day, 19 years ago, a classic arcade game came to PlayStation 2 for the first time. What was it? This was also on the Dreamcast. It was, of course, Crazy Taxi. Let's go make some crazy money. That was a perfect impression. I'm not going to hear otherwise.
That was actually really good.
Thank you.
From what I remember of that at this point, 25-year-old game, I don't know. Question number 5. Before becoming the web's video giant, what was YouTube supposed to be? We were looking for D, a video dating site.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
How it has changed.
Well, yes. Yeah. Yes.
Are we on a date?
Yeah, potentially.
Yeah. Play your cards, all right.
Can't get much better offers during lockdown, can you? So there we go.
Exactly.
Beggars can't be choosers.
That's it. Question 6, the final question. This could be it. What was the first game controller with vibration feedback? It was B, the Nintendo 64 controller. And you might be saying, no, it's the DualShock controller. You're wrong. It's the N64 controller because it came with an accessory that, again, you had to buy separately. It's still correct. The Rumble Pack.
Nintendo have got their... They know what they're doing with their accessories.
They know how to make cash. The Rumble Pack. So you bought that and you plugged it into the bottom of the N64 controller and bang, you had vibration for the very first time. And the DualShock came later.
There we go. So did that come with was that marketed around a specific game? You need the Rumble Pack to play.
Yeah, and I believe it was the first game, basically one of the launch games, which was Lilac Wars, or otherwise known in the US as Star Fox 64. In the EU, it was Lilac Wars for some weird reason. But yeah, Rumble Pack support. I think it actually came with one if you bought Lilac Wars as well. Came included.
Dean, 5 out of 6 in the final round. That is super surprising, mate. Fair play.
Very good.
Huge. How do you Paul, 4 out of 6. Oh, Dean's won it by a point.
Oh, the honesty though.
Unbelievable.
That's fantastic sportsmanship.
Well, Paul won it last week. Can't win twice in a row, can he?
Yeah.
No way, says Adventure Time Chris. No way.
Yeah. He doesn't like what he hears, but it's the truth.
Well, we don't know what that is in context too. So it could be the Rumble Pack. It could be the incredible competition we had here on Facebook between Paul and Dean.
Yeah, it could be anything.
Well, congratulations, everybody. That was a great quiz this week. We enjoyed it very much.
Yes.
Thank you for taking part. If you're watching this after the fact, then what are you doing? You should have been here at 7:30 with everybody else joining in the chat. Get in here next week. Come on. I'm sure we'll see you again, Paul and Dean. Appreciate you in the chat. Always good to have you in there, lads.
Yeah, great contest. Well
Incredible. I haven't seen sport that engrossing in weeks.
Months at this rate.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Fantastic stuff. Guys, please do like and subscribe on all of the things. It helps us out so much, and we enjoy doing this sort of stuff for you. And there's so much more of it everywhere on the YouTubes and Facebooks. So head over there, and of course, head over to techradar.com, where we've got all the amazing articles written by the whole team, including Adam. He could tell you all about how to get GTA for free on PC.
Yes.
Go do it. Why not? I'm going to go watch Short Circuit 2, I remembered.
Ooh. Please. I don't know where you're going to find it because I don't know. I don't know if it's on any streaming service.
Yeah, good point. I get it on like Amazon, right? And DVD or something.
Well, hopefully it's on Blu-ray. It deserves it.
VHS.
It'll definitely be on VHS.
Crack out the old VHS player.
Where I watch. Great.
I also now really want to watch Jingle All the Way, and it's not the right season for it, but I might do it anyway.
Why not? I'll put Uncle Buck on.
Why not? There we go. Merry Christmas, everybody. We will see you next week. Bye.